Ladies and gentlemen, this is Steven Seagal, certified tough guy by the channel JonTron's show. Yeah, Steven Seagal, isn't he the guy who made some action movies? I mean, I remember watching lots of his action movie when I was a kid, right? Apart from that, why is he making fun of an actor, right? I mean, I remember, I guess, yeah, he was coaching some cops or something. I remember watching that in some news, or maybe it was John Oliver. I don't know what that was, but he was coaching some people because he's a real martial artist or something. I don't know nothing about this, but apparently JonTron made a basically literally an episode about it, so it's gonna be fucking awesome. Remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the reaction. There's a link in the description. Check out the cards for places, everything, cards, and yeah, let's watch this one.
Before we start today's video, okay, I want to give a big shout out to today's sponsor. And you know who that sponsor is? Okay, you're not gonna believe this. That's Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is a free-to-play dark fantasy RPG game available to play on your phone, tablet, and computer. With cross-platform capabilities, you can switch from playing on your phone to a computer with ease. And brand new to Raid is the Tag Team Arena. Tag Arena is the next level of competitive PvP battles, where you face off in a best-of-3 4v4 battles. Whichever team wins 2 matches wins the series. And as you progress through the campaign, you'll collect new and unique champions and gear, so you can customize your team the way you like to play. If you're a competitive player, you can earn special rewards if you finish high in the rankings. So, what are you waiting for, okay? Go to my description, click the link, and download Raid Shadow Legends today. Ow. If you're a new player, you'll get 50,000 silver, 50 gems, 5 mystery shards, 1 energy refill, 1 day XP boost, 1 clan boss key, and a free champion, Executioner. This champion is super strong, and like I said, you'll get him completely free by signing up with my link below. You'll find your extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. This guy, okay? Steven Seagal. I don't know how he's been, the places he's been and accomplished what he's accomplished. I always just knew him as a 90s action movie star with the likes of Jean-Claude Van Damme and Arnold Schwarzenegger, beating people up, being awesome.
What proves?
Putting asses in seats at the movie theater, generally not being batshit crazy afterwards.
You still fight?
Yes, I do.
You still dangerous?
But Steven Seagal could not manage that last bit, unfortunately.
Большим останавливающим действием. What caliber is this?
So here you have it.
Look at how he's dressed up, like a backwards cap, the glasses. This is in Russia, apparently.
Останавливающим действием. What caliber is this?
So here you have it. The many sides of this fragmented man. May we try to piece him back together like Humpty Dumpty. He is kind of an egg guy, if I'm being honest. So Steven Seagal is trained in an art called Aikido, or so he says. It's basically an art where you just flip a guy. You just throw a guy. That's what it is.
Isn't that judo?
Dude, I'd be careful if I were you. That's a dangerous man.
What the fuck was that? That wasn't real? What? That was nothing. Look at, he's gonna roll. What the fuck was that? I mean, I know he does this kind of shit in the movie, but those are movies, man. I mean, who gives a fuck? This is not real.
But I'd be remiss if I didn't point out the central aspect of Aikido, in which that it is a fakey fake, not real bullshit
There you go.
martial art. Ironically, if you look at it, most of the real skill here comes from the people pretending they're falling. So, that's probably a good sign of things to come.
Maestro.
So you thought Steven Seagal was an action star?
Wait a minute. So what, he went to Russia, went to an actual martial arts school, because that definitely looks like one, and he asked the people there to pretend to fall over, because that's my martial artist. Is he having some life crisis or something, that he wanted to be a real badass guy, but he's not? He's basically an action star, which is basically pretending, right? So he basically wanted to be a real badass, but he doesn't have the skill set, so he's just pretending. Is that what's happening here? This is just fucked up.
Star, huh?
Get him, man!
Well, what about Steven Seagal, the musician?
that you gonna have to see. I got $700, baby. Ain't you gonna make me? Dr. People Deal! Make this bill, Tony!
It's quite easy to do soul singing, you know what I'm saying?
Before I was born, you got a boy child's coming.
What the fuck? It's like started soulful but ended with a threat. It was like, you better watch your back. Literally, actually, seriously, watch your back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, he's here. Everybody knows I'm here.
Okay, that one was straight up gibberish. I believe I heard bum 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 no. That's genuinely what I heard.
I'm Russian. My family are from Vladivostok and Belarus, and you know, I'm a Russian Mongol, and I'm Russian. My father was a Russian Mongol, so these people are Russian Mongols.
That's right, it's real. That's Vladimir Putin shaking hands with Steven Seagal. How does it even happen? Was Vladimir Putin just like a fan of Under Siege or something?
Quite some time ago.
С самого начала говорили о том, что это, если это произойдет.
I like to think Vladimir Putin just has no idea who Steven Seagal is. He's just like, okay, yeah. Who is this again? Foreign minister to Switzerland? Okay.
Это произойдет, то это я вас, во-первых, хочу с этим поздравить.
First, I'd like to congratulate you on this occasion.
Mr. Putin wants you to know that he thought you were the foreign minister to Switzerland, and he was mistaken, but he's going to go ahead with it anyway. Congratulations, Mr. Seagal.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, act like you're at least...
Yeah, I think, you know, Vladimir Putin is former KGB. So one thing he's not going to be, you can think about anything about him, but one thing he's not going to be is incompetent. He probably researched the shit out of what Steven Seagal is if he didn't already know. He probably can name all of his movies at that point, because doing your homework is kind of what, you know, basically a spy would do, right? He was a KGB spy in the past. It would be, you know, it would be a really rare occasion where Putin basically walks somewhere he doesn't know about any situation there, right? It would be extremely rare. So Putin probably knows everything about Seagal, but why is he meeting him? I don't know. PR for what? I don't know what's happening.
At least a little happy to see him, Vlad. I mean, I know you're not in reality. Nobody would be. But at least act happy. I mean, for Christ's sake.
So there, at the bottom.
Steven Seagal's like, yeah, Mr. President, I'm really dangerous man. I know this and this martial art. And Putin like, yeah, I'm just KGB spy. What do I know being dangerous? You're clearly more dangerous than me.
Whoa, what's with the fucking gnarly thumbnail? You're gonna go and meet the president of Russia and you come with the fucking Crypt Keeper fingers? Especially when it's gonna be like up close on television? What the fuck? You know, Vlad's like looking at like his gnarly thumbnail like, please, I'm gonna have to shake that hand. Oh, there it goes! Ah! You see? I'm weak.
So happy to see him again. That's all.
It's really been a pleasure. By the way, just saying, huge fan of your annexation of Crimea. You are a great big fat man. Round, I thought was so strong, slim man. No, you're like a Russian potato. But believe it or not, old Vlad is actually not...
Oh God. I really wish Putin would have said that. And it would have become some kind of a news that, you know, somebody translates it and make a news like they made for Steven Seagal. Man, Steven Seagal really is having some kind of like midlife crisis. I don't even know if it's midlife or it's permanent life crisis. Because holy shit, he still thinks he's the characters that he played in the movies. He thinks he's a tough guy, the way he talks and everything.
The only Eastern Bloc president that Steven Seagal has graced with his presence, as seen here when he visited the president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, at his official residence in Minsk. Because this, you can't make it up, really. You can't make it up. Welcome.
Can't believe you're so free that you're here.
So beautiful.
What the fuck? Okay, you go to the White House, all right, you go to Downing Street, they're gonna give you a cup of coffee and a cake. Not so in Belarus, all right? You go to the Minsk Palace, all right, they're gonna shred you a couple carrots live. Look at this man, how does he look so out of place everywhere he is? Okay, look at that posture, all right? That posture asserts, I don't know where I am, I want my mommy, I'm lost. Steven, go easy with the fuck. Did you skip lunch? How hungry were you?
У нас природа не позволяет их сделать.
He looks absolutely lost. He's like, yes. Oh, it's time for the watermelons. Dimitri, good boy. Bring Steven the watermelon.
Nice.
Check that thing out, all right? We don't got much of a GDP, but check that out. That's some soil we got in my backyard.
Nice.
Oh, I keep it? Oh, all right. Cool, we got, all right, yeah, that's your thing. Watermelons, carrots. It's a bit fucking weird, but.
Oh,
but
there
he's
you
not
go.
only Russian, okay? He apparently had a brief stint as a cop or something on the New Mexico border. I don't know what made him qualified for such a position, but somebody apparently thought it a good idea to hire him, which is why we are now going to be treated to a video titled, and I...
You don't know what qualifies him? Didn't you watch his movies? Because all those police chiefs probably did. And like, oh, Steven Seagal, you probably way overskilled here. But we'll have you if you want it, I guess.
I quote, Steven Seagal trains Americans how to stop school shooters using guns and martial arts.
Like this.
Good luck stopping a school shooter using martial arts, I'm just saying. Stop, boy! Oh! That was a high caliber round!
America's war on gun crime is being fought on many fronts. But now the world's most powerful country has a new weapon. Yes, all-action hero, Steven Seagal. The Under Siege star took time...
Oh god, the way he said it's too much, man. I have to hear that again.
Oh! That was a high caliber round!
America's war on gun crime is being fought on many fronts. But now the world's most powerful country has a new weapon. Yes, all-action hero, Steven Seagal. The Under Siege star took time out from the bright lights of Hollywood to train posse volunteers in Arizona.
Posse volunteers? What do you mean volunteers? I thought these were cops. Wait, better question, what the fuck is a posse volunteer? The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office volunteer posse consists of non-compensated positions made up of people from all walks of life who want to assist law enforcement as a way to give back to their community. Now, is school shootings really the proper domain for the volunteer contingent of society? Shouldn't the most absolutely highly trained veteran forces be taking on these kinds of tasks? And shouldn't Steven Seagal always have literally nothing to do with it?
Yeah, you're not doctors and lawyers, you're cops right now.
You take that Hippocratic oath, you scrunch it up, put it in the trash. You're here to shoot the child, but only the child with the weapon.
When you yell at somebody, get down on the ground, they gotta do it. If they don't do it, you gotta make them comply. Quick. For every second that goes by, you could be losing children.
I like how Steven Seagal, you could see him just for a moment there calculating the optics of talking about mounds of dead kids. For every second that passes, we're gonna be losing children? That's good, right? It's good for the TV?
The most precious asset we have as a society and as human beings is our children.
Which is why I've come here to this playground to recapture my youth. But he's a dangerous youth, don't get me wrong. You boy of 12 with a shotgun, unhand your weapon. Don't make me do this. Son of a bitch. If they think they can keep extorting the children of this community with 10-cent price hikes on SpongeBob Pops, but they're dead wrong. It turns out, pretty cool guys, actually.
But not everyone agrees. It's the brainchild of controversial Arizona police chief Joe Arpaio, America's toughest sheriff.
I'm going to say it again. For those protesters, we are here to protect the children. That's the main mission. They can say whatever they want. but I'm not going to stop.
And with a 6'4", 7th dan black belt as his sidekick, who would disagree with that?
How long has Steven Seagal been standing behind me? Why is Steven Seagal standing behind me? But if that weren't enough, he had his own...
Democrats are sending Steven Seagal after me. That's what John Apaya thinks at that point. Yeah, it makes sense. Him basically thinking that this would be the perfect guy, it makes sense.
Series called Steven Seagal Lawman. I've been working as an officer in Jefferson Parish for 2 decades under most people's radar, said Seagal in premiere episode.
2 decades?
The
Bullshit.
Way of the Gun. Okay.
Once a year, every officer has to qualify with firearms in order to use their pistol on duty. And next week is Alex's test. See how it goes right where I want it?
Yes, sir.
Right there.
Now, most people don't know this, but when the bullets are in the gun, okay, watch closely. Did you see that? Most people don't know that.
If I don't pass weapons qualification,
I'm afraid Mr. Skull's gonna hurt me. Really, he's a scary man. He's an intimidating man. He's also, if I could use a turn of phrase, off his fucking rocker.
I'm trying to pass down some of the secrets that have made me a master shooter. I don't want to just help Alex pass this test, but I want him to be a better marksman for life.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea, isn't it?
he talks like Navy SEAL or something. What the fuck is that? Oh god, this... I'm just gonna say this right now. I've been reacting to JonTron videos for past few days. This was 3rd or 4th video. I think it's the 3rd one. I've never laughed so hard before in any videos than this. I'm losing my shit here. And obviously this video is the same way.
Both in the same hole, buddy.
Good luck, chap. Not through the bullet hole. It's a failed test. Nice try.
Oh! Guess who's buying beer tonight, boy?
Damn. I guess it's me. I guess I'm buying beer. Damn. That's Steven Seagal's whole racket, isn't it? He just tells someone to do something impossible. They can't do it. And then he goes, hey, oh, look who's paying my mortgage this month. Ha ha!
cheese for all right there.
Cheese for all right there. Cheese for all right there.
He knows what he's doing.
You know, he should have said, you know, Steve, I'm gonna tell you what. You get 3 bullets. You shoot through that bullet hole 3 times. That's it.
And he knows how to put lead on target.
Lead on target. Oh, fuck's sake, dude.
You know, being a lifelong practitioner of the martial arts, I try to teach everyone not to fight the recoil of the weapon, but more to become one with the weapon and let it be an extension of their body.
Which is exactly why, in case you were wondering, my hands look like this, okay? When they said firearm, I didn't know they meant it literally. Yeah, no, but I do miss eating food normally.
After what I seen today, he could take a gnat off a fly's ass.
You got the Asian kind of Zen lesson. You're not doing this anymore, you're doing this.
Okay, we were seeing a lot of this kind of movement, right? Now, we're seeing a bit more...
From the time you started till the time we finished, I felt like he learned something.
Good. See, I believe that was the point, I think. So, good. All right, okay, so we've heard about Steven...
Yeah. That clip is basically the best evidence of gun ban in America, let's just say. So, any of the, gun people, it's best to hide that clip as, as much as you can.
Seagal, all of those things. But what about Steven Seagal, the man?
What the fuck was that?
Seagal,
My career.
all of those things. But what about Steven Seagal, the man? The person, the human being behind it all. We always ask, what is Steven today? But we never ask, how is Steven today?
Many problems going in the head,
Right?
I guess.
So let's watch an interview with the man himself. It's an interview he did with The Voice. Should get a little accurate representation of who he is, right?
Welcome to Scottsdale, Arizona. Welcome to The Voice Versus. Hello, everybody. I'm Michael Chiavello.
I'm glad you said your own
Voice?
name, mate, because I wasn't going to be able to pronounce it.
So sit back and strap yourselves in for the longest interview ever conducted with Steven Seagal.
Before he got distracted and left, okay? We had him in that chair for like 26 minutes straight.
Steven Seagal, thanks for joining me on The Voice Versus. It's an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I'm the tough guy.
Yeah.
How did it come to be Aikido that was your chosen art?
Well, actually, I started studying karate at a very young age.
Don't hurt yourself, dude, all right? We don't want smoke coming out of those ears. This is your longest interview ever. We're only about 15 seconds in.
Sort of lied about my age and got a job washing dishes at a restaurant. I think it was called the Wagon Wheel or something like that. And there was a cook there, because back then in America you didn't really have dojos around.
I was working at this restaurant. Don't remember the name of it. There was a cook there, but back then you didn't really have dojos. Right. Understood, Steven. Understood.
They were all sort of underground or quietly teaching.
Okay, back then it wasn't sanctioned, okay? It wasn't exactly legal. Bit taboo. You go on the street, you say the words kung fu, all of a sudden you're in the back of a SWAT van.
One of the cooks there was a guy called Sakamoto Sensei, and he was a Shotokan guy and an Okinawan Shorin guy.
In short, this guy was a guy.
He saw that when I was washing the dishes and moving around that I moved very fast.
Hey, that guy back there, is he a karate master? No, he's just a dishwasher. No. How exactly do you wash a dish in a fashion that will impress a martial arts master?
We demonstrated karate.
I love this guy. He basically creates all these setups and does this kind of acting thing. This is perfect. He doesn't have to do all this shit. He can just make fun of him. But he puts effort in this shit. It's awesome.
At this place that they had, which was a theme park, like a Japanese theme park.
You know, it was like a regular theme park, you know, like with roller coasters, except it was Japanese.
You did an Aikido demonstration and Warner Brothers was blown away and boom, Steven Seagal became a movie star. Is that true? And if not, how did it happen?
I hate to admit it, that is true.
Okay. You met Bruce Lee. Tell me about your experiences with Bruce and what was he like and how did you get on with him?
I thought Bruce was a really great guy, really cool guy. And I thought James Coburn was a great guy too. And I'm really sorry they're all gone. And when Brandon was killed like that, they called me a few minutes after it happened. It was in Carolina somewhere. They called me in the middle of the night and they said,
You think it'd be more like, yeah, but Steven, but it was
we think that he's dead, but the guy shot a blank gun at him. How could he be dead?
Steven, we need to talk to you, dude, okay? We shot like a blank gun at Brandon Lee, and now he's like bleeding from the stomach and dying, dude. Why is he dying? What do we do? No, we didn't call an ambulance. We're calling you, dude.
I said, you will find a projectile in him. You'll find a bullet in him. And they said, that can't be. You're crazy.
Steven, what are you gonna tell me? Pigs are flying next, okay? All we did was shoot a gun at him. We're gonna find a bullet. Why did they even call you instead of the paramedics?
And I said, you will find a bullet in him. And they called me in the morning. They said, you're amazing. And I said, why? And
They could have called a janitor and told the story. The janitor would have said, yeah, probably you'll find a bullet if he's fucking bleeding. I mean, what else can it be? It's not ghosts or anything. Yeah, probably bullet is in there.
Brandon's dead. It was a bullet. You rock, dude.
I can go through the whole story on what really happened.
He sounds like one of the South Park character, like, you know, Mr. Hindsight, or what was that? Basically comes and tells you shit after everything's done, like hindsight, basically.
People don't know, but
I could go on all day telling about bullets and my friend. You don't want to hear that, but do you? Because I'll keep going.
Who's the most legitimate Hollywood tough guy in your opinion?
when you say tough guy, do you mean martial artist or just tough guy?
I mean, you can tell just like right out the gate, he's like, it's Steven Seagal, but like I thought you knew that, so like, are you asking for me to confirm it's Steven Seagal, or are you really curious because it's pretty obvious?
I mean, Steven, for real, if he was on the street and there was a situation, you wanted this Hollywood guy by your side because he could defend himself.
Fucking hell, look at this guy's shit-eating grin.
Michael Jai White.
Can I laugh in your face?
Can I laugh in your face? Really?
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 Yes.
Wait a minute, who?
And
Michael Jai White.
Michael J. White? He's good, man. He's martial artist, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I've seen him train. I mean, I don't know what's detail about it, but he's good, man. What the fuck is he talking about?
Can I laugh in your face?
Can I laugh in your face? Really?
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 Yes.
Thoughts on Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Can I laugh in your face?
Oh my God, Steven Seagal is such a dickhead.
Chuck Norris?
I mean, Chuck is in his mid-70s. He's probably 76 years old.
I don't think anyone with a sprayed-on hairline has the authority to be
Yeah,
going
seriously.
around calling anyone else geriatric. Oh, that Chuck Norris, all right? Last I seen him, he was using a walker.
So, I mean, I don't really want to get into, on film anyway, you know, who's a tough guy. Do I think Michael is a tough guy? No. Do I think he's a martial artist? No. Do I think Jean-Claude's a tough guy or martial artist? No.
Only one guy left who could be the tough guy. This guy's response on the other end, it was just...
Are you always armed?
Yes.
If I were the guy like, Steven, we are not going anywhere until you name one guy, you narcissistic piece of shit. One guy that is not you, just name it. I don't care if he's not a tough guy. I just want you to name one guy who you think is good enough.
Right now, if I was to look around this room, would I find an arm of some sort that you've brought with you?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us on the show today, and it's been an absolute pleasure.
Guy.
This was perfection. Oh no. Yep. That is an accurate depiction of Steven Seagal, alright. Alright, I've seen Michael J. White in one of his YouTube channel's videos where he basically trains it and that, and you know, he looks, you know, good enough. I'm not saying he's fucking UFC heavyweight champion type of shit, right? But he looks good enough. I don't know much detail about him, but I've seen him like that. And Jean-Claude Van Damme, I don't know much about him either. He's an action star. Maybe he's not a tough guy. Who the fuck knows? I'm pretty sure he's more tough guy than Steven Seagal just by his training and how basically flexible he is, right? I don't know. But Michael J. White feels like he could definitely handle himself, right? I don't know. Yeah. Who's in Hollywood who's actually a badass? Man, I haven't seen Hollywood movies in a long time that I'm even forgetting names. Who's a real badass? I don't know. Let me think about it for a second. I don't know. I can't remember one guy who's literally, you know, is really badass. I don't know. I can't remember right now, but yeah. Yeah, so Steven Seagal, Certified Tough Guy by JonTron Show. This is one of the most hilarious fucking video I ever watched. I laughed way too much in this than I've laughed at any other reaction videos. I'm loving this channel so much. And I love how he's creating all these kind of skits that he doesn't need to, but he's doing that anyway. It's just awesome, especially that dishwasher thing. When he said, you know, that guy back there handling the dishes, he's definitely some kind of, you know, I guess martial art badass, the way he's handling the dishes. And I was imagining my head that cartoonist thing, like, you know, he's doing that so fast it looks cartoonish or something like that. Then he started to throw the fucking plates around and breaking them. Like, yeah, that's about right. Alright people, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the reaction. There's a link in the description. Check out the cast for place. Check out the cards, and yeah, I'll see you next time.